That little trailer moving dolly is actually pretty sweet. Most of the time, I move the splitter with a hitch on the box blade. But right now the backhoe's on there, I don't want to take it off. So just grab that. It was more convenient to pull that 100 feet down here with that than it was to switch to an attachment with a hitch on it. I parked that in there and was getting ready to drive off, and then thought, wait a minute, that's not convenient. The cutout needs to be that way. And so just got it turned around real quick. I'm gonna go grab the tractor, start cutting up some of these logs. I could use the Mini, since it's already down here, to move the logs, but then I'm switching attachments all the time. Because grab some logs with the grapple, switch to the pallet forks to move the totes, and I've got multiple machines. Why not just use the machine that already has that implement on it? Tractor's already got the grapple. I tell you what, this is one of those days where every minute I'm out here, I just can't get over how blessed I am to be out here. It's about 50 degrees, just a light breeze and a pair of coveralls. It feels really, great working weather. And just the beauty of the property, the fact that I get to spend my time doing that. Dave Ramsey always, when asked, how are you? He says, better than I deserve. And without a tiny bit of false modesty, that's exactly how I feel. I do not deserve to live this life. So I just want to be grateful, and nothing but the grace of God could put me here as a person who makes more mistakes and does more things wrong than they do right. Time to let the 500 eat. Stand up and buck. Couple quick comments. One is, the only thing I don't like about this overall style of splitter with the high table and the vertical cylinder is if your wood had a Y in it, or it's got a big knot where a limb came off, it's all twisted, where the grains intertwined. it wants to knock that down and kind of throw it out to the side. A little bit of a hassle, but that type of wood's always hard to split. The other thing is, you guys know I'm prone to use a lot of gizmos and gadgets, partially because I'm testing stuff for YouTube, but also just I'm just a tool junkie. I love different types of tools. So I walk around here, I'm like, these rounds aren't that big. Let me show you what I've got. That's not a huge round there. And I thought, why not just grab that and throw it on there? I bent down and started to, and this is one of those gizmos and gadgets that I actually want to use. It actually makes the work easier. And that's the log ox hauler, which I originally said I didn't like, but using it more, it's really grown on me. I'd say if you're like me and you're not 25 anymore, the older you get, the more time I can spend with my back straight, the more I'm gonna do it. So all my regulars will remember me flipping these totes over before with this machine, and all the advice was don't use that machine for these totes. Well, I was overdoing it in an extreme way as a test, and I was prepared for the possibility of it going over. For routine use, where I only lift these 4 inches off the ground and drive them really slow and line them up over there, works just fine. I actually had a couple of them down there and I decided to move them up here. Without moving the camera, I just moved 4 more totes over here. It does fine. It's at its limit, but it does it. Normally, I try to completely fill a tote before I move to the next one, so it may seem strange I keep bringing over these half-full totes to start with, but when I was doing the bundling and I wanted to overpile that one rack, I was moving some wood around, and somehow I ended up with like 3 half-full totes. As is often the case, I waited too late in the day to get started out here, so I didn't get that much wood split. My grandkids were here this morning and I just waited around a little while. Each of the first two totes was less than half, and then this one, I didn't even put a fourth of it in there, so I would be lucky if I did one tote, which is a third of a cord. But it felt really good to get out here. But I wanted to mention one other thing for the few people who are kind of following that and concerned about it. It's been 19 days ago, I posted a video. I was talking about trying to improve my health. I'm seeing great strides there. And at first, my energy levels, I'm making that type of change, my energy levels were fluctuating all over the place. Now I'm starting to feel better. Like, sometimes I would just walk down here with the camera and turn the camera on and have to stop and catch my breath. And I haven't been working that long or that hard out here, but I don't feel that out of breath or as tired as I was. So I definitely think I'm seeing some improvement there. Anyway, I just feel like it's a huge blessing to be able to come out here and work on my own property like this. I appreciate you guys taking time to watch the video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.